Attention, duelists. Phoenix here, doing something a little unusual, bringing you all a watch and learn, not on a Monday. Now, I hear you asking yourself, Phoenix, what the hell do you think you're doing? I'll tell you what I'm doing. Whatever the hell I want. It's my channel. I make the videos, damn it. See what's going on. Someone's playing ZW. Start by summoning Phoenix Bow and ending their turn. Only 5 cards in the extra. This is probably the structure deck. Opponent activates Terraforming. Gets Chicken Game. This is going to be brutal, I can already tell. Plays Summoner Monk. Uses its effect, turns off defense mode, pitches a gold moon coin, summons Treasure Panda. Treasure Panda will banish the moon coin to summon a right leg of the Forbidden One. Panda will banish the Terraforming to summon Flamvel Guard. Then player activates Wonder Wand, puts it on Summoner Monk, tributes both, draws 2 cards. Treasure Panda will banish the Wonder Wand. Play an Armor of Exodia, then player uses Chicken Game, pays 1,000 life points to draw a card, puts a Wonder Wand on an Exodia leg, use the effect, tribute it, draw 2. Treasure Panda gets rid of that Wonder Wand, plays another arm, player uses Toon Table of Contents, adds Toon Table of Contents to their hand, uses that Toon Table to add another Toon Table, uses the third Toon Table to get Toon Bookmark, uses Toon Bookmark to add Toon World to their hand. Treasure Panda will banish the Bookmark, summon another Flamvel Guard. Flamvel Guard in the left arm will make Formula Synchron. Formula Synchron lets player draw 1 on its summon. Panda will banish the Table of Contents to summon another Flamvel Guard. Player uses Into the Void. Then another Into the Void. Gets rid of Chicken Game, replacing it with a new one. Uses the effect again, drawing another card. Player uses Magical Mallet. Sends back 1. Treasure Panda will get rid of the mallet. Play another leg. Formula Synchron, Treasure Panda, the arm, and the Flamvel are all going to be used as material to make Saryuja Skull Dread. Saryuja Skull Dread draws 4, sends back 3, uses Skull Dread's effect to summon a Summoner Monk. Summoner Monk's effect goes off again, pitching the Toon World, summon another Summoner Monk. But uses White Elephant Gift, getting rid of the leg to draw 2. A Wonder Wand is put on Summoner Monk again. There it goes, that's the third Wonder Wand. Player uses Upstart Goblin to draw 1. Activates White Elephant Gift, getting rid of the Flamvel Guard, drawn 2. Use Upstart Goblin, draws 1. Third Upstart Goblin, draws 1 again. Activates Into the Void, they've drawn every card they have. Activates Dark Factory of Mass Production. Add 2 normal monsters, which are Piece of Exodia from the graveyard, back to their hand. Activates another Dark Factory of Mass Production, getting back the other leg and the other arm. And that gets them all 5 pieces for Exodia OTK. Nothing for it from the opponent. Let's go next. Got a Blue Eyes player here. 9 card extra deck only. 46 card deck. Uses Bingo Machine Go. Reels 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons, so of course they get 1. Summons Maiden with Eyes of Blue and passes. Not great. Their opponent will activate Neos Fusion. Blue Eyes player will chain a Max C to it, which will go through. Let's see what they make with Neos Fusion. They make Rainbow Neos by sending away Neos and Rainbow Dark Dragon. They set 2 back row. They swing with Rainbow Neos at the Maiden with Eyes of Blue. She negates the attack and summons a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Neos player passes their turn. Blue Eyes draws Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. Switches the Maiden with Eyes back to attack mode and Blue Eyes to defense mode. Not a great hand, which is to be expected. Blue Eyes. Hero player summons Hero Blazeman, who on someone will add Polymerization. Rainbow Neos will tribute Blazeman to shuffle away all monsters on the field, other than itself, and then swings direct unimpeded for 4,500. Passes the Blue Eyes player. They redraw their Maiden with Eyes of Blue, summon her. But if the Neos player just plays another monster and tributes it using Rainbow Neos effect, it will not matter. Which is apparently going to happen as they summon Vion, who will send away Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist on being sent away will add Drill Dark to the hand. Vion will then banish Shadow Mist to add another Polymerization to hand. Then Rainbow Neos will tribute Vion, shuffling away the Maiden, and then swinging direct for game. 4 Brick Eyes. If nothing else, I'll say it's consistent. Not that it's a good consistent. That Emancipator with Pachycephalo. They set a Pachycephalo, activate card Destruction. Their opponent appears to be running Vampire Zombies. The Weathered Soldier that they sent away will activate its effect to add a Fossil Fusion to the hand, and the opponent's Glow Up Bloom will activate its effect. Glow Up Bloom will banish itself to add a little 5 or higher zombie to the hand, which is going to be Vampire Lord. Unexpected. Weathering Soldier will add Fossil Fusion, which is going to be used. Fusing the opponent's Red Eye Zombie Dragon with Emancipator Researcher, make Fossil Dragon Skullgios. Then player passes turn. Skullgios' effect, it requires a rock monster and a level 7 or higher monster from your opponent's graveyard. Must be fused with Fossil Fusion. Before damage calc, if it battles the opponent's monster, you can switch the current attack defense of the opponent's monster until the end of the damage step. If it attacks a defense monster, it inflicts piercing battle damage. If it is just blah. If this card battles an opponent's monster, a battle damage inflicted to your opponent is doubled. The opponent is going to summon Samurai Skull, who will send Vampire Ghost to the graveyard. Vampire Ghost will banish itself to allow for another summon, which will be the tribute summon of Vampire Lord. The opponent will then use Swords Revealing Light, which will flip up the Pachycephalo. Pachycephalo, on effect, will destroy all special summon monsters, including the player's own Fossil Dragon Skullgios. Fossil Fusion's effect will activate because a monster that was... If a face-up Fossil Fusion monster you control was destroyed by battle or card effect while it's in graveyard, you can add this card from graveyard to hand. The opponent activates Zombie World, moves to battle. Vampire Lord will destroy the Pachycephalo. Player then activates Evenly Matched, with the Vampire player choosing to keep the Swords Revealing Light. Passes turn to the Fossil player. They draw Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, activate Fossil Fusion, fusing Pachycephalo with Vampire Duke for Fossil Warrior Skull Knight. Skull Knight, like the others, requires a rock monster and a level 5 or 6 monster, doesn't matter whose grave. Gotta be made with Fossil Fusion. If it attacks defense monster, it does piercing damage. When this attacking card destroys a monster by battle, you can activate its effect and allow this card to make a second attack in a row. Also, you can banish this card from the graveyard, target one monster on the field, and destroy it. Passes to the Vampire player. They summon Unizombie, modulate its level by sending away Vampire Familiar. Familiar will discard the trap card from their hand to summon itself. Attempt to pay 500 to add a card, but Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring will negate. Vampire player still has the option of going into another Synchro Summon. Unizombie will pitch Plague Spreader Zombie to modify Familiar's level. Plague Spreader will return a card from their hand back to the deck to resummon itself. Then the Familiar and the Unizombie are going to make Immortal Dragon. Immortal Dragon's going to send Vampire Retainer to the graveyard. So its level becomes 4. It is also a Synchro Tuner, which is probably preventing the player from going further with their Synchro Summoning. Also, it's weak 500 attack stat body. Fossil player will use Emancipator Researcher to summon herself, and she will begin to excavate, summoning Pachycephalo, and then passing. Neither player can special summon. Opponent uses Raigeki. Raigeki will wipe the board. Fossil Fusion will add itself back to the hand. Immortal Dragon will send away a Vampire Sorcerer to modulate his level. Sorcerer will banish herself to accomplish nothing, because the player has no cards to summon, so they're just clicking yes. And then Plague Spreader and Immortal will swing together for a combined 900 damage. Fossil player could easily drop their Lightning Storm here and get the board back in their favor. First, they will use Skull Knight to destroy Immortal Dragon. Then use Fossil Fusion, using their Weathering Soldier with Immortal, making a second Skull Knight. Then they activate Miracle Rupture, sending away a Rock Band Xeno Guitar and adding a Weathering Soldier to the hand. Xeno Guitar will put the Researcher in their graveyard back to their hand, send Lightning Storm back into the deck. They set their Rainbow Life, and Researcher will summon herself using her effect. Again, her Excavation. She's got a couple hits. Summons a Xeno Guitar. Ending turn, and Swords of Revealing Light is now gone. Zombie player's turn, all they have is a Plague Spreader, and they summon Gozuki. Those two will sync together to make Revived King Hades. Moving to battle, Hades will swing over the Skull Knight with 50 attack points over. Negate the effects of effect monsters destroyed by battle with zombie monsters you control. Fossil Fusion will add itself back to the hand, and it passes. Fossil player draws another Fossil Fusion, activates one, using their Xeno Guitar and their own Skull Geos to make Fossil Warrior Skull King. Xeno Guitar's effect will activate to send a Gaia Plate to the graveyard. Skull King swings over Hades and then swings again for 2,800. Not doing anything with the Researcher or the Xeno Guitar. The opponent will use the effect of Vampire Retainer, pinching Scarlet Scourge to summon itself and add Vampire Kingdom to the hand. Activates Vampire Kingdom and passes. Not looking great for the Vampire player. Fossil player will banish their Skull Knight. However, Skull Knight is subjected to Revived King Hades's negated by being destroyed by a zombie monster. So it does not actually accomplish anything. Skull King will swing over the Retainer, who gains a little bit of stats during the battle phase, but is not enough to survive the second attack. I guess those bag of bones beat the bloodsuckers. Kind of a mess of a match either way. But I think Fossil was in control of it for the entirety of it, with more than a few misplays. Definitely a Dark Magician player, opening 2 Magician Souls, 2 Magician's Rod, 1 Max C. The opponent uses Perform Pal Popper Up, pitching Garbage Lord. This is a self-destruct deck. We're moving on. Let's see what else is happening. Labyrinth with Chaos Hunter. Labyrinth player will set Ice Dragon's Prison, Welcome Labyrinth, and Dogmatic Punishment. Did not get Labyrinth, so they'll be a little bit slow to start. The other player is going to use the effect of the Ascended Thunder, special summon by paying 3,000 life points. And special summon in this way, its own control is destroyed by opponent's card. Gain 5,000 life points. Interesting. I recognize this man. Hang on one second, I'm Googling. Ascended of Thunder. What are you a retrain of? Because I recognize that man. Immortal of Thunder. That's what you're a retrain of. Which is sort of the opposite. Immortal of Thunder has flip, increase your life points by 3,000, and when this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you lose 5,000 life points. Whereas this is the opposite, where you pay up front and then get it refunded. Both of the Ascended swing for a combined 5,400. Sets 1 back row. During the end phase, player uses Welcome Labyrinth to summon Lovely Labyrinth in defense mode. Sure. They draw Ice Dragon's Prison. Turn Lovely to attack mode, set another Welcome Labyrinth, swing over one of the Ascended, who will refund the player for 5,000. They could just be playing a life point gain Secret Quest deck. But possibly not, as they use Sword Soul Strategist Long 1, pitching Metaphys Armed Dragon, summon itself and a token. Labyrinth player uses Dogmatic Punishment, sending away Entis to destroy Long 1. Labyrinth's effect will activate, as will Entis, and the Welcome Labyrinth in the graveyard for a self chain of 3, but a called by will hit Entis, preventing the destruction. Welcome Labyrinth resets itself, Entis is negated, and Lovely Labyrinth will destroy a card in the opponent's hand, which was Mo Ye. Player then summons Chi Wen, Light of the Yang Zing, and the Labyrinth player will shotgun an Ice Dragon's Prison, summoning Mo Ye, then banishing itself and Chi Wen. Not passes turn, is still the turn of the Ascended Thunder player / Sword Soul player. They will swing Ascended Thunder into Lovely, gain their life points back. All they're left with is a token. Labyrinth player uses Welcome Labyrinth to summon Ariana. Ariana will add Labyrinth. And now the Labyrinth player is fully online. They draw Absolute King Backjack. Activate Welcome Labyrinth. Doing so before setting Labyrinth, so that is a misplay. Labyrinth was already on the board when they activated Welcome Labyrinth. They would have been able to destroy that token for free. And also would have triggered the effect of Ariana to draw a card. Misplay. Ariana will swing over the token. Lovely will swing direct. And their Labyrinth Archfiend that was summoned by Welcome Labyrinth will swing for 3,200. Lovely will use her effect to reset the Welcome Labyrinth. They set another Ice Dragon's Prison from the hand, and now they activate Labyrinth. Passes turn to the Sword Soul player. One card off the top, can they make a comeback? They do nothing, does not look like they can. With damage on board, Labyrinth player has it. They draw Lord of Heavenly Prison, move right to battle. Ariana swings, as does Lovely, and the Archfiend for game. Labyrinth beats Weird Sword Soul. The Weird Sword Soul player went first, and they either opened with Mo Ye or Long Wan. And either way, they could have gone into a Chisao to draw the cards needed to make Long Wan into a Baron de Fleur, or just go right into Baron with Long Wan and still summoned their Ascended Thunders. So I don't know entirely what was going on there, and I'm forced to assume that they were playing the life gain mission. Odd and strange, and I don't like it. Zombie Danger with Super Poly. The opponent will use Chandraglier's effect, pitching itself and Backjack to set Welcome Labyrinth. They will summon Ariane, the Labyrinth Servant, and 2 more back row, and pass. Zombie player draws a second Unizombie, uses Danger Tsuchinoko, which hits Glow Up Bloom. That's a good hit, summons itself. They draw a Ready Fusion. Bloom will banish itself to add a Balduroc. Balduroc to hand. Player then summons Unizombie, which the opponent will hit with an Archfiend's Ghastly Glitch, sending away Doomdog Octhros. Interesting. Ariane's effect and Chandraglier's effects will activate. Chandraglier will add itself back to the hand. Ariane will let the player draw 1 and set a Labyrinth spell trap or summon a monster. If the monster is a fiend, which would be Chaos Hunter. Chaos Hunter's effect prevents the opponent from banishing cards. Opponents still their turn will activate Ready Fusion, paying 1,000 to summon Sea Monster of Theseus. Theseus and Danger Tsuchinoko are going to sync together for Skeletal Dragon Felgrand. If this card is special summoned, you can target one monster in your opponent controls or in the graveyard and banish it. They can't banish cards due to Chaos Hunter. If monster is special summoned from either graveyard, both cards on the field, you can target one other face-up monster on the field, negate its effects until the end of this turn. You can use each effect of Skeletal Dragon Felgrand once per turn. Kind of stopped at the gate and hit by a compulsory evacuation device to bounce it back to the hand. Zombie player uses Monster Reborn, resummoning Unizombie. The Duel's B will use the effect of Backjack, banishing itself, checking the top card in their deck. Not a trap card, so it is sent to the graveyard. Monster Reborn goes through, summoning the Unizombie. Unizombie uses its effect, attempting to modulate the level of Chaos Hunter. Labyrinth player uses Welcome Labyrinth. Summoning Lovely Labyrinth. should have done that a lot sooner, would have been able to use her hand pop effect, and might have stood more of a chance. Because I think the zombie player is still in control as they send away a Plague Spreader zombie, actually Mad Mauler. Unizombie will discard Ballardrock to modulate its level, set Super Poly, and pass. Labyrinth player uses Chandragoleer's effect, pitching a Labyrinth Archfiend. Zombie player hits them with the Super Poly, fuses Chaos Hunter and Lovely Labyrinth to Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. Chandragoleer will set a Welcome Labyrinth. Labyrinth player passes their turn, not even swinging over the Unizombie. That's a mistake. Unizombie uses its effect, sending away a Necroworld Banshee. Labyrinth player uses Welcome Labyrinth. Necroworld Banshee will chain to set the zombie world. Zombie player in control of this duel as far as I can see. Welcome Labyrinth summons Lovely Labyrinth. Not the fix they think it is. The Venom Dragon will use its effect to copy. Target one of the fire how monster put controls. The defense card's name becomes a monster name and replaces this effect with that monster's original effects. Probably not going to go in either player's favor, but it is what it is. Unizombie will send away Glow Up Bloom. Glow Up Bloom will banish itself to summon Jack-O-Bolin. Mad Mauler will reduce Jack-O-Bolin's level and summon itself back from the graveyard. The two will then sync together for Red Eyes Zombie Necro Dragon. At a whopping 4,000, it swings over Lovely Labyrinth. Necro will then summon back Ballardrock. Ballardrock will swing over Arion. Venom will swing direct for 2,800. Zombie player passes turn with only one card. I don't think Labyrinth is going to be able to make a comeback. But they activate Pot of Extravagance, banishing 6, drawing 2. They set 2 back row and pass. It's possible that they'll have something here. We won't really know. Zombie player draws Ghost Bell in Haunted Mansion. Swings with Necro. Labyrinth player uses Compulsory to bounce it away. Chandragoleer will add itself back to hand, and Welcome Labyrinth will set itself. They're not out of this yet. But that last back row they have is going to matter a lot. It's another Compulse, which is going to bounce Ballardrock, and Venom will swing direct for 2,800. They did not move their Unizombie to attack mode. If they would have, they could have swung. Mad Mauler will summon itself back, and then the player will summon Ghost Bell on Haunted Mansion. Labyrinth player's turn. Use Chandragoleer's effect, pitching Dimensional Prison to set Labyrinth Labyrinth. They might finally have the juice. Activate Labyrinth Labyrinth, activate Welcome Labyrinth. Summon Arion. Labyrinth Labyrinth will use its effect to pop the Venom Dragon. Ariana will add a Labyrinth card to hand. Chandragoleer will add itself back to hand, and Welcome Labyrinth will reset itself. Starving Venom Fusion Dragon will destroy the opponent's monsters. So Ariana is gone. Welcome Labyrinth is set. Chandragoleer is back in the hand. Ariana lets them draw one, which is Labyrinth Stovey Torby, which they're going to set, because panic. Zombie player's turn, they draw Shiranui Solitaire. Ballardrock will be tribute summoned by tributing Ghost Bell and Mad Mauler. Labyrinth player is going to use Welcome Labyrinth to summon another Arion. Labyrinth will destroy Ballardrock. Arion, effect to draw and set, and Welcome Labyrinth will reset itself. Holding on at 300, Arion draws Labyrinth Setup. Does not set or summon. Unizombie will send away Mizuki from the deck to modulate its level. Mizuki will banish itself to summon the Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. Mad Mauler will modulate its level to summon itself. Unizombie modulates its level. Venom will swing over Arion. Then Mad Mauler and Unizombie are going to link together for Vampire Sucker. Sucker will use its effect to summon the opponent's Doomdog Orcthos. Sucker lets them draw a card, which is another Super Poly. No card in hand to discard for cost, so they can't play it. During the standby phase, Ballardrock will summon itself. It's the Labyrinth player's turn now. Sucker lets the player draw another card. Labyrinth player will use Welcome Labyrinth. Welcome Labyrinth summons a Stovey Torby, destroys Ballardrock. Sucker does get to draw a card, which is Ash Blossom. That might matter. Welcome Labyrinth attempts to use its effect to set itself again, Player now uses Super Poly with the card they drew, using the opponent's Stovey Torby and Doomdog Orctos for Dragon Necro Nether Soul Dragon. Welcome Labyrinth is set. Doomdog Orctos effect will activate to add Invader of Darkness to hand. Labyrinth player sets 1, uses Chandragolier, pitching itself and another Chandragolier to set a Welcome Labyrinth. Passes turn. Zombie player draws Rivalry of Warlords. Doom King Balladrock summons itself. Vampire Sucker lets them draw a card of Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion. Sucker, Balladrock, and Nether Soul are all going to link together for Unchained Abomination. Welcome Labyrinth is activated, summoning third Arion, destroying the Abomination. Hey, respawn. Arion's effect and Chandragolier's effect and Stovey Torby's effects will activate. Labyrinth player is holding on way better than they have any right to. Welcome Labyrinth effect activating. Chain 4 off of 1 card. Welcome Labyrinth resets itself. Stovey Torby sets itself on the field. Chandragolier goes to the hand. I'm sorry to hear that. Ariana draws 1, which is another Labyrinth. No card to set. Mad Mauler will modulate the Venom Dragon's level to summon itself. Player summons Ghost Bell, which is going to sync with the Venom Dragon for Zombie Necro again. They set their Rivalry of Warlords. Zombie Necro swings over Ariana, and then Zombie Necro will resummon the Unchained Abomination. Unchained Abomination swings over Stovey Torby. Using its effect, it destroys Labyrinth. During the end phase, player uses Labyrinth setup again, putting Labyrinth and Welcome back into the deck. Unchained Abomination's effect will destroy the set Stovey Torby. Passes turn to Labyrinth player, Balladrock will summon itself. Labyrinth player activates the Labyrinth they drew, along with Welcome Labyrinth. Summoning a Chandragolier. Not using the effect of... No, it did use the effect of Labyrinth. Where'd the protection come from? Why weren't you cards destroyed? Oh, they didn't use Labyrinth. But during the end phase, A-Bomb is going to destroy Labyrinth. I'm getting caught in the weeds on keeping up with this one. This should have ended a long time ago. Chandragolier will set another Labyrinth, but it's not face up, so it doesn't matter. Zombie player draws a second Balladrock, turns the one on field to attack mode, activates Rivalry of Warlords, locking both players into zombies. Unchained A-Bomb, in response to a card being destroyed, will attempt to destroy the field spell. Necro, Red Eyes Zombie Necro, will summon Venom Fusion Dragon back. A-Bomb goes through destruction. Red Eyes Zombie Necro Dragon Lord swings direct, finally for game turn 12. Misplays from the Labyrinth player at the start set themselves up for defeat. Oh, hey, Cubic. You'll enjoy this one, Respawn. Opponent sets 2 back row, summons Unclaspera, uses its effect to send away Machina Citadel, and passes. Cubic player draws their second Cubic Ascension, reveals 3 Cubic cards in hand to summon Crimson Nova. The opponent uses Solemn Judgment, pays half the life points to destroy the Nova. Bye, Nova. Player then uses Foolish Burial of Goods, sending away a Cubic Karma. Cubic Karma will banish itself from the graveyard to add another Crimson Nova to the hand. It will reveal another 3 different Cubic cards to summon this second Crimson Nova, then activate Cubic Dharma. Cubic Dharma will pitch Cubic Ascension to add another Cubic Dharma to hand. Crimson Nova will swing over the Unclaspera, and then after that, Crimson Nova can attack again and goes direct. That's game. You don't want to see more impressive openers from Machina players. But it is what it is. What it is over. Moving on. Big branded Despia player here. Activating branded fusion right off the gate, sending away Fallen of Albaz and Despiant Tragedy, making Lubellion. I'm gonna hit fast forward because we all know how this goes. Lubellion pitches the Edgimp Chain and is going to be hit by Imperm. Lubellion does not get to fuse. Edgimp Chain, however, will add Fright for Patchwork to hand. Fright for Patchwork is then used to add Polymerization and another Edgimp Chain to hand. Branded player summons Aliber. Aliber adds Branded in red. Activates Polymerization, using Lubellion with the Edgimp Chain, making Predaplant Dragos Tapelia. They set Branded in red and pass. Their opponent activates Gunkin Shuship Shari red. Alright, gonna see the new Gunkin. Someone felt like the pack was worth getting. Shari red will be hit by Ash Blossom, but Ash Blossom will be hit by Caldbine. I am rooting for the Silly Sushi deck. Ash Blossom negated. Shari red will go through. Summons itself and Uni from the deck. The two then overlay. For Gunkin Shuship Uni class, Super Dreadnought. Its effect attempts to go off, and the opponent will use Dragos Tapelia's effect, place a Predator counter on it, and negate the activate effect of it. Uniclass will then chain to that, targeting Dragos Tapelia. Let's try and clock this more. It is going to negate the negation. Despia player then uses Branded in red, targeting Tragedy. Tragedy is added back to hand. Then Tragedy, Dragos Tapelia, and Comedy are all going to fuse for Guardian Chimera. No target on board to negate. Uniclass will be negated itself. Actually, it just gets the counter on it because the negation is a constant effect, so Super Dreadnought does let them draw a card. However, now Guardian Chimera's effect will go off, as will Tragedy. Tragedy adds another Aliber to hand. Chimera will draw 2 and destroy the Dreadnought. Player uses Lightning Storm, does wipe out his opponent's entire board. The opponent does not polymerize. No, they do have Polymerization in grave. Chimera can't be targeted while Polymerization is grave. Lightning Storm is not target, so it goes through. Sushi player then summons Shari and reveals a Shirao in hand, which will summon itself, along with Ikura. Ikura will look at the top cards in the deck, summon another Shari. Shari and Ikura are going to overlay for an Ikura-class Dreadnought. Lets the player draw a card, and it can attack twice in the battle phase. Then the Shari will attack. During main phase 2, Shari and Shirao are going to overlay for Baguska. Sushi player is still in this one. Then the Ikura-class Dreadnought will go into a Divine Arsenal Zeus. I'm enjoying this match, actually. Despia player at 1,600. Sushi at 8,000. Despia player sets Edgimp Chain and passes. Baguska has to detach material, turns itself to attack mode, and Zeus goes to attack mode. Zeus swings over the Edgimp Chain, and Baguska goes direct for game. Gunkin beat Branded Despia. Good for them. Strong Pokemon, weak Pokemon. These are the perspectives of the foolish. A true master would win with their favorites. I have a Dark Magician deck running Magician of Chaos. Activates Soul Servant. Stacks the deck, passes turn. The opponent sets Pendulum Scale with Supreme King Dragon Odd Eyes and Supreme King Gate Infinity. Summons Noble Dragon Magician. Uses Phantom Knights of Shade Brigandine to summon itself as a level 4. Swings direct for 700 and passes. Dark Magician player summons Magician's Rod, adds Dark Magical Circle to hand, activate the Magic Circle, then activate Chaos Form, sending away Dark Magician to summon Magician of Chaos. Dark Magical Circle, because this card's name is Dark Magician, will activate its effect to banish a card, in this case targeting Supreme King Gate Infinity. Are there any other effects? What do you affect on summon? Trap effect activated, target one card in the field and destroy it. So Magician of Chaos is going to destroy something, which is the Odd Eyes Supreme King Dragon. Destroyed and banished. Moving to battle. Magician of Chaos swings over the Noble Dragon Magician, and Rod swings over the Brigandine. Weird Pendulum player summons Backlinker, sets one back row. That's a weird card. Crashes against Magician's Rod, and passes. Dark Magician player draws Power of the Guardians. I remember that from Duel Links. Opponent uses Fog Blade, attempting to negate and stop Magician of Chaos from attacking. Magician of Chaos responds to a spell trap activating by destroying it. Power of the Guardians does equip. Magician player will banish Soul Servant to draw one, which is Monster Reborn. Activates Monster Reborn, summoning back the Dark Magician. I can already tell this match is about to be over. Swings with Dark Magician for 2,500. Swings with Magician of Chaos, boosted up to 3,000. Activates Secrets of Dark Magic, fusing both Dark Magician and Magician of Chaos into the Dark Magicians, Prismatic Rare. Swings direct with the Dark Magicians for game. Dark Magician beats whatever the hell that guy was trying to run. Ooh, Weather Painter. That's going to be annoying for me to keep track of. Sets 2 back row, summons the Weather Painter's son, and passes. Their opponent moves to battle phase, moves to main phase 2, ends. I don't think their opponent is actually playing a deck. Weather Painter activates Weather Painter Thundery Canvas and Auroral Canvas. Summons Painter Thunder, who will get rid of Auroral Canvas to set Snowy Canvas. Sun will be attributed to add Forecast. Activates Forecast, which will place Rainy Canvas on the field. Allow them to summon Weather Painter Cloud. Then the 3 canvases they have on field will be used as link material for the Weather Painter Rainbow. Weather Painter Cloud's effect will then go off, targeting Thundery Canvas and Snow Canvas and reactivating them from the graveyard. This went off because another weather card they controlled was sent to the graveyard. Cloud will then swing along with Thunder and Rainbow. Passes turn to their opponent. During the standby phase, Sun comes back to the field. The opponent does absolutely nothing. Discards a ZS Ascended Sage. It's just the Zexal starter deck, completely passing. Painter swings with the Rainbow, and that's game. Salaman, great player this time. Activates Salaman Great Circle. Adds Gazelle. Activates Sanctuary. Feel even worse about that then. Actually, no, I feel better about that. Rip bot. What did I just miss? Gazelle on summon will send away Roar, and then Gazelle will be used to make Balinks. Balinks on summon will allow Parallax Z to summon itself and its twin. Both Parallel Exceeds will make Splash Mage. Splash Mage will summon back Gazelle. Gazelle and Splash Mage will make Decode Talker Heat Soul. Heat Soul uses effect to draw a card by paying 1,000. Phalanx will turn into a Phalanx through the effect of Salamangreat Sanctuary. Roar will then set itself, along with they set both Lightning Storms. That's a mistake. During their opponent's standby phase, Heat Soul will let them draw another card. Player uses Pot of Extravagance, getting rid of 6 to draw 2. Activates a Legendary Ocean. It's going to be hit by the Salamangreat Roar. Player then uses Ice Raid Tremora, discarding it, to special summon Ocean Dragon Lord Kairyu-Shin. Kairyu-Shin will add a Legendary Ocean to their hand, which it will then activate. Each player can only control one non-water monster, so the Salamangreat player does keep Heat Soul. Ocean player then activates Fish Sonar, adding Mega Fortress Whale to their hand. Not sending anything away. They should at least run one Giga Gaga Gigo. Normal summons Electric Jellyfish. Jellyfish will send away a Legendary Ocean. Allow them to summon the Mega Fortress Whale. Mega Fortress Whale uses effect to allow the water monsters to attack directly. And they all do for game, thanks to the player using Heat Soul to lower their own life points by 2,000. Completely stomped. Branded Sword Soul, this is disgusting. Player summons Moye, reveals Long Wan. Hit by the Imperm, love to see it. Now their opponent is running a large deck, activates Branded in white, using Despian Tragedy with Fallen of Albaz for Masquerade. Tragedy will add Aliber to hand. Passes turn. Player summons Marincess Pasculus. Pasculus will allow them to summon that card I can't read right now. Crown Tail. Pasculus will then go into Blue Slug. Blue Slug will add Pasculus back to hand. Blue Slug and Crown Tail are going to link together for Coral Anemone. Coral Anemone will summon the Blue Slug. Those two will link together for Princess Marbled Rock. Coral Anemone will add Crown Tail back to hand. Battle phase, Marbled Rock swings over Moye. Main phase 2, Marbled Rock uses its effect, setting Blue Slug back to the extra deck, sets 2 back row, and passes. Despian player will banish Tragedy to add Brandon White back to the field, summons Aliber the Jester, will add Branded Fusion to hand, activates Branded Fusion, sending away Fallen of Albaz and Albaz the Ashen. This feels excessive. Making Lubellion. Lubellion moves its effect, pitching Despian Tragedy, using itself with Fallen of Albaz to make Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade will send away a Sprind to banish Marbled Rock. Moving into battle, Mirror Jade will swing direct. Player will activate Bubble Bringer. Level 4 or higher monsters cannot attack directly. That is helpful. During the end phase, Sprind will add Fallen of Albaz to hand. Player summons Pasculus again. She will summon Crown Tail again. This looks familiar. Pasculus will make Sea Angel. Sea Angel will add Marincess Battle Ocean to hand. Crown Tail and Sea Angel will make Coral Anemone. Still paying life points for Masquerade. Anemone will summon Pasculus. Player activates Battle Ocean. Links their monsters together for Marbled Rock once more. Battle Ocean will equip their monster with 2 Marincesses and will swing over Masquerade. Marbled Rock's effect will activate, and Masquerade will also chain summon itself back without its burn effect. Marbled Rock adds Crown Tail back to hand. Destiny player draws the Theater, banishes Tragedy from the graveyard to set Branded Fusion, activates Theater, summons Fallen of Albaz, pitching Long Wan. Marincess player will activate Marincess Wave. Mirror Jade will chain its effect, this time sending away a Brigand. Marbled Rock is banished. Albaz is negated. Coral Anemone's effect will let them add Marincess Wave back to hand. Theater will fuse Masquerade and Alibur for Quertus. And then pass their turn. It's entirely possible that Bubblebringer alone is keeping this player at bay. Because I don't think that they're going to have a whole lot of monsters that are lower than level 4. And they have no Link monsters. Without Masquerade out, they might actually be able to do a play. Player summons Pisculus, who will summon Crown Tail. This is the 3rd time they've done this. They make Blue Slug. Blue Slug will target Coral Anemone, send it back to the deck. They make Coral Anemone. They will use Battle Ocean to equip Coral Anemone with 3 Marincess Link monsters. And summon back Crown Tail. Quertus will use its effect to alter the stats of monsters. And that's how they're going to win. Despin player draws Alibur. Summons Alibur. Alibur will add Branded Lost to hand. Activates Branded Lost. They're about to do a show if you play. Uses the Theater to fuse Albaz and Alibur for Lubellion. Branded Lost let them add Golden Sword Soul to their hand. Quertus will use its effect to reduce the attack stat of monsters. And Mirror Jade will swing over the 0 attack point Anemone for game. Oof. Should have gone for the tower. Not saying they would have won, I'm saying it would have been better. Battery Thunder Dragons. Summons Batterman Solar, who sends away a Thunder Dragon Dark. Thunder Dragon Hawk will pitch itself to summon the Dragon Dark. Solar will summon a token. Dragon Dark will tribute itself for Colossus. Dragon Dark will add Thunder Dragon to hand. Player will pitch Thunder Dragon to add a Thunder Dragon to hand. We'll use that effect again, adding another Thunder Dragon to hand. This feels excessive. Activates Thunder Dragon Fusion, fusing 2 Thunder Dragons and Thunder Dragon Dark. For Thunder Dragon Titan. The opponent then activates Nibiru. You flew too close to the sun, Thunder Dragon player. Player uses Dragon Roar, pitching itself to add Hawk back to hand. Pitches Thunder Dragon to add Thunder Dragon to hand. Both of them this time. Sets Super Poly and passes. They do have a big token, but I doubt that'll be enough. Mirror Jade attacked there because the Bubblebringer prevented level 4 high monsters from attacking directly. They were still able to attack monsters. Sorry I didn't see that message sooner. Player summons Adamantipator Researcher, uses her Excavation. What the hell did you just look at? Oh, Overlord. Plenty of hits. Summons the Supplier. Supplier will add Overlord to hand. Player summons Xenoguitar. Xenoguitar and Researcher will make Raptite. Xenoguitar will add a Researcher back to hand. Return a card to the deck. Raptite will Excavate. Plenty of hits. Gets Analyzer. Analyzer will do its Excavation. Plenty of hits once again. Summons another Xenoguitar. Raptite and Analyzer will make Baron de Fleur. Baron de Fleur will destroy the token. Xenoguitar and Supplier will make Gallant Granite. Gallant Granite will detach 1 to set Bucky Mirror Overlord face down. Baron will swing direct. as does the Nibiru and Gallant Granite. Isn't Block Dragon going to 1 in the next update for the ban list? I thought I'd seen something about that. Let's check the notifications. Oh, it's only going to 2? That's not a change at all. Oh no, to be limited. Block Dragon. So it's going to be at 1. And Supreme King Dragon's Starving Venom is going to be at 1 also, so that will stop that OTK. Thank God. Semi-limited will be Card of Demise, Alibur, and Pot of Duality. And a couple are going up, like Orpheus Scorpio, Spellbook of Judgment, and Kagari, I think, are the ones that are going to matter most. Yeah, even with 1, Block Dragon can just keep coming back all the time. Oh, good. ABC Dragon Buster is coming off the list, because everyone was dying to use that card. Straight clown behavior from the ban list people. Do something about the floodgates. Do more about the floodgates. Drytron, you guys are still alive? Uses Drytron Zeta. Hit by an Ash Blossom. That's what you deserve. 12 card extra deck. That's weird. They got rid of a Gamma for the effective Zeta. Gamma will then get rid of the Beta in hand to summon itself. And Beta. The 2 will make Mu Beta Fafnir. Fafnir hit by Effect Veiler. This Drytron player getting stopped at every turn. Drytron player ending on Fafnir and nothing else. Opponent uses Terraforming. Gets Airspace. Sky Striker player. Should have known from the card sleeves. Activates Airspace. Summons Ray. Uses Ray's effect. Chaining off of Airspace. Getting Shizuku. Sorry, Hayate. Airspace will unlock at 3. Add Ray to hand. Hayate will swing direct. Then Hayate will send away a Mobilize Engage. Hayate links off for Kagari. Kagari will add Mobilize Engage back to hand. Player activates Mobilize Engage, which will add Afterburners to hand. Activates the Afterburners, destroying Fafnir. Sets 1 back row. Turns Kagari into Shizuku. And during the end phase, Shizuku will add Widow Anchor to hand. Drytron player draws Lightning Storm and uses it. Opponent chains Shark Cannon, which will banish the... What was that, Beta? Nope, that was Gamma. Lightning Storm will wipe out the spells and traps. Airspace will set Rose on the field then. Drytron player will use Beta's effect, tributing Zeta, to summon itself, and return Gamma to the Banish Zone from Banish to Grave. Gamma will then tribute Beta to summon itself and Beta. Zeta will tribute Beta. These names are getting out of hand. Add Meteor's Drytron to hand. The 2 will then overlay for a second Fafnir. Fafnir sends away Alpha. Alpha tributes Beta to summon itself and add Meteor's Tracondus. Activates Meteor's Drytron. Having to send away 3 due to Shizuku reducing the attack stats and making Drytron Meteor's Tracondus. Meteor's Tracondus swings over Shizuku. Ray's effect activates in the graveyard to set herself on the board. Tracondus swings over her and over Rose as well. But we already know Sky Striker player has another Ray in hand. Sky Striker player draws, activates Widow Anchor. Meteor's Draconis will chain its effect and response, banishing the Fafnir from their graveyard. to send Widow Anchor to the graveyard, which will not matter because its effect will still go off. Widow Anchor takes control of Dracondis. Sky Striker player keeps it simple, swings with it and the Ray they just summoned, then uses Ray's effect to summon Hayate by tributing itself and making game. Sky Striker beats Dredron. Oh, ew, flow player. Summons Eagle. Eagle is hit by Ash Blossom. Good. Love it. Happy to see it. Blue player sets the Dreaming Town and passes. The opponent activates Numeron Network. Well, now I'm not happy no matter what way this goes. Network sends away Calling, summons the 4 gates. Blue player uses Dreaming Town to summon Eagle. Barrier Statue being gone is a big improvement, but I still think flow is annoying because of how long it makes turns take. Eagle is once again hit by Ash Blossom. Numeron player about to stomp a mud hole in him. Swings with 1 gate over Eagle. Gate effect double stats. Second gate swings over the second Eagle. Doubles the stats. The last 2 gates swing direct for game. Ash Blossom hard shutting down Flu. Doesn't mean I'm happy to see Numeron, though. Hate those guys. Huh, got Triple D this time. Versus Sword Salt. Player summons Moye, reveals the Sacred Summit. DDD uses Mech C, hope it goes through. It is hit by, called by. This is not looking good for Triple D. Gonna hit fast forward because we know this goes. They get the token, they make Chishao. Chishao will add a card, Moye lets them draw 1. They add Taya. Reveal Long Wan, pitching the Taya, summons Long Wan, get token. 2 make Baron de Fleur. Long Wan deals 1200, activate Sacred Summit, summon back the Taya. Taya will banish Sacred Summit, summon a token. The 2 sync together, making Risen Dragite. Taya will send away Vashuda, passes to the Triple D player. And they do have a water monster in their grave, so they currently have a Spell and Trap negate, an Omni negate, and a monster effect negate. Versus Triple D means this is going to be a hard shutdown unless they open, I don't know, a Kaiju. They draw a Typhon. Use the effect of Swirl Slime, fusing itself with Typhon. For Flame King Genghis. They then summon Copernicus, who will send away Necro Slime. Griffin will summon itself. Genghis will summon back Typhon. Copernicus and Griffin are going to overlay into Caesar. Caesar goes into King Tell. Tell goes into Deus Machinex. Now they stand a chance. Moving to battle, Machinex will swing over to Shao. Main phase 2, Necro Slime will banish itself and Swirl Slime to make a second Genghis. Genghis and Typhon are going to make Abyss King Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh will attempt to use its effect. Baron de Fleur will spawn, and Machinex will respond to Baron. Machinex pitches 2, steals Baron. Baron does negate Gilgamesh and destroy it. Gilgamesh, for being destroyed, however, will allow him to summon Gust High King Alexander. And I gotta just clock what's happened. Typhon's effect will activate from the graveyard, allowing it to fuse and summon one higher Triple D monster from extra deck by banishing materials from the graveyard during the turn it is sent to the graveyard, making Flame High King Genghis. Triple D really is breaking out the big brain plays, huh? Alexander will summon back Flame King Genghis. High Genghis will summon back Wave King Caesar. The 2 Flame King Genghis will overlay into Wave High King Caesar. Then High Flame King Genghis and Wave Caesar are going to make a Gilgamesh again. Wave King Caesar in the graveyard will let them add a Dark Contract to the hand. And they pass. Triple D, kind of in control of this one. Opponent summons Ecclesia, uses her effect. High Caesar will use his effect in response, detaching material. Spell trap monster effects activated includes effects for summons monsters. Detach one material, negate the activation if you do, destroy that card. Then you can make one other DD monster control, gain 1800 attack until the end of this turn. So that's probably going to go into Gilgamesh. So Ecclesia is stopped. Did not boost stats. Dragite will crash against Deus Machina X. Sword player uses Pot of Desires, banishing 10, drawing 2. Activates Sword Soul Emergence, adding Taya to hand. They have not normal summoned yet. They reveal Ashuna. High King Caesar is not a once per turn. Most Triple D aren't. It will negate Ashuna and destroy it, and then give the stat boost to the monsters. Got it, because it didn't destroy Ecclesia, it didn't give the stat boost. That's what happened. Sword Soul player summons Taya, banishes the emergence to get a token. Banishes the Vishuddha from their graveyard to bounce away High King Gust, Alexander. Then Taya and Token are going to make Bashia. Bashia will target 2 monsters on the field and attempt to shuffle them into the deck. It's going to work too. Taya's effect will also go off to send a Moye to the graveyard. Both Triple Ds are sent back to the extra deck. Bashia will destroy itself to summon Moye. I hate this. Moye will reveal Moye. Summon a token. The 2 make Chishao. Chishao, they draw 1 and add 1, adding Blackout. Set 1 card and pass. Only a monster negation now on field, plus their back row of most likely Sword Soul Blackout. The Triple D player has much less resources to work with. They activate Dark Contract with the Patient License and use the effect of Lamia to special summon itself by getting rid of the contract. Then the contract will add Griffin back to hand. Griffin will summon itself to the field by controlling another Double D. And they too will make Abyss King Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh's effect will attempt to activate, but he will be negated by Chishao. Chishao banishing Chishao to negate. Gilgamesh will then go into Divisor King Deus Machina X. Player summons DD Cerberus, and that's where he shot himself in the foot. Sword Soul Blackout requires your opponent to have 2 cards on the field to destroy, and Cerberus enables that. All cards on the field have been wiped out. The player had not summoned Cerberus or had waited to summon Cerberus until after they had already gotten rid of Chishao. They would have been in a better position. As his turn to the Sword Soul player, Adhara will summon itself, turn into a Monk of the Tenyi. Player summons Moye. Ashuna banishes itself to summon a Vishuddha from the deck. Adhara will banish itself from the graveyard to add Ashuna back to the hand from the banish. Player swings with Vishuddha, Monk, and Moye. Sword Soul player pretty tapped for resources, but in control. With only 1 card off the top, I don't think the Triple D player can do anything. They draw Peri-Res Map, use its effect, adding Savant Kepler to the hand, summoning Kepler. Kepler will add Dark Contract with the Gate. They activate the contract. Using it, they add Griffin to the hand. Griffin will summon itself. Then Griffin and Kepler will make Gilgamesh again. Hang on now, is this the comeback? Gilgamesh will set the pendulum scales with Oblivion King Abyss Ragnarok and go DDD Divine King 0 Rage. They summon back Griffin and Cerberus. Ragnarok will summon back High King Genghis. That is insane. Griffin will swing over the Monk. Cerberus will swing over Vishuddha. Gilgamesh will swing over Moye. And Flame King will swing direct. Does he have... I'm going to let this play out, because right now, without reading, I think the contract might kill him. Opponent uses a Shuna to summon itself. Summons Ecclesia. Ecclesia swings over Griffin for game. Damn. That match was a lot more back and forth than I ever thought it was going to be. I should learn how to play Triple D. That was a good match, though. Now we have a Labyrinth player. Labyrinth player summons Arion, who will add Shen Draglier. Draglier will pitch itself and Arion to set Labyrinth. Player activates the Labyrinth, sets Magical Cylinders, and passes. Opponent uses the Lure of Darkness. Labyrinth player chains Max C. I'd be more interested in playing Triple D if they didn't have so many URs. Opponent uses Branded Opening, chain to the Max C, and player will chain Magic Cylinders to the Branded Opening. They set Magic Cylinder. Opening will pitch Lightning Storm to add Aliber. Allure will go through, drawing 2, banishing 1. Banishing a Fallen of Albaz. Labyrinth will allow player to summon Arion. Then the opponent uses the second Lightning Storm to wipe out the back row. Sad. Player uses Branded Fusion to fuse Albaz and Lubellion. Albaz and Tragedy to make Lubellion. Pitching a second Allure of Darkness. Tragedy's effect will go off, as will Lubellion. They add Dramaturge. Without any back row, this is firmly in the branded player's control. Make Mirror Jade by fusing Albaz and Lubellion. Normal summon Aliber, finally. Maxi is still going off, though. So it might not be super over, but Arion is banished by Mirror Jade. Despia Theater of the Brand is added to the hand and activated, and then used, fusing Aliber with Dramaturge, making Despian Quertus. This might actually be super over. Dramaturge's effect will activate, but Quertus will activate as chain 2 to reduce stats to 0. Oh yeah, this is super over. Unless that last card that would have drawn from Maxi was a Nibiru, this was over. Sad. Branded beats Labyrinth. Oh god. Here we have Turbo Floodgates with Secret Village and Skill Drain. Dark Magician cosplayer, I guess. However, they don't have anything to actually start off with. So if they go second, their opponent has this. But they don't. They set Skill Drain and Secrets of Dark Magic. They also probably could have set Super Poly. Opponent uses Feather Duster. Oh, I'm going to love this. Feather Duster sweeps out the trash. And it's a branded deck. I feel worse about this. Player uses Branded Fusion, which is hit by Ash Blossom. In response to the Ash Blossom, opponent sets one and passes. This match is going to take longer than I thought. Player draws Magician's Souls. Use Magician's Souls to send away a Dark Magician. Maxine chained in response to the Magician's Souls. Dark Magician is summoned. Actually, with the Secret Village and a Spellcaster, they can't use Branded Fusion. Passes turn. Player summons Fallen of Albaz. Pitches Branded Opening to fuse itself with Dark Magician. That's the workaround. Makes Lubellion. Lubellion will pitch a Dragon Maid Lorpar? No, Nadiarl. Making Mirror Jade. Player activates Dragon Maid Hospitality, summoning back Nadiarl, sending away Laundry. Mirror Jade swings direct. Passes turn. Branded Dragon Maids. Dark Magician player draws Eternal Soul. Sets it. Opponent uses Tidying, bouncing the Jarl and the set Eternal Soul. Dark Magician player is wide open. Tidying will banish itself. Summoning Laundry. Laundry will send away 3. Player summons Fallen of Albaz. Moving into battle. Laundry bounces out for Nut Jarl. Lethal is on board. Mirror Jade swings, and Nut Jarl for game. Countered expertly by Branded. Dark Magician loses. I say countered expertly. It's more like the Feather Duster let them win. And this is a self-destruct deck, so I'll see myself out. I refuse to believe that there's enough people just trying to get their quests done for playing spells and traps and such that has to do that. I don't see why people do that. We have zombies. Player summons Samurai Skull, which will send away a Plague Spreader zombie. Plague Spreader will return Gozuki to the deck to summon itself, and then banish itself when it leaves the field. Plague Spreader and Samurai Skull will make a Mortal Dragon. Player activates Zombie Reborn, which will banish a Samurai Skull from the deck to summon Samurai Skull. Skull and Immortal Dragon are going to sync together for Red Eyes Zombie Dragon Lord. They set Zombie Necronize and pass. Opponent is playing Self OTK. God damn it. Alright, what's going on this time? Another Worms. Player uses Ashuna's effect to summon itself. Opponent uses Max C. And a cross-out designator chains to the Max C. Max C is negated. Ashuna turns into Monk of the Tenyi. Player activates Heavenly Dragon Circle, tributing the Monk to add Moye to hand. Hate this. Player summons Moye. Moye reveals Fashuda. Effect Veiler hits the Moye. Ends turn. I actually love this. Opponent summons Alibur. It's branded. Alibur will add Branded Fusion. Branded Fusion will send away Albaz and Tragedy. Swordsoul player does have Effect Veiler in hand for this. Lubellion will attempt to use its effect, pitching Polymerization. Tragedy will chain. Effect Veiler will be discarded to negate Lubellion's effect. But Tragedy will still add Alibur. Lubellion negated. Branded player sets 2 back row. Not attacking. They could still attack with Alibur over Moye. Weird. Opponent summons Taya. Branded player uses Branded Banishment. Targeting Tragedy. Tragedy is on the board, and then it fuses with Lubellion for Dragos Depelia. Tragedy's effect will activate to add Dramaturge to hand. Taya's effect will go off to banish Monk of the Tenyi. Dragos Depelia will use its effect to put a Preda counter on Taya and negate its effects. Effects are negated. Moye and Taya are going to link together for Shaman of the Tenyi. This match is going weird. Shaman will pitch Vishuda to summon Vishuda. Then Vishuda will be used as material for Monk of the Tenyi. Vishuda in the grave will banish itself to bounce the opponent's back row. Heavenly Dragon Circle will banish itself to add Adhara to hand. Ashuna will banish itself to summon Shatana. And then Shatana will be used as link material for Monk of the Tenyi. Moving to battle, Monk will swing at Alibur. And Shaman will use its effect to destroy Dragos Depelia. Chitana will banish itself from the graveyard to summon back the monk that just self-destructed and destroy Aliber. The monks and the shaman will all swing direct for combined 3,600. Main phase 2 at Hara will banish itself to add Vishuddha back to hand. And ends turn. Strange things are happening. Opponent summons Aliber, who will add Branded Fusion to the hand once again. No cards able to respond to it this time. Branded Fusion will fuse Dramaturge from the hand with Albaz from the deck, making a second Lubellion. Lubellion will pitch Tragedy for cost. Dramaturge's effect will go off for being used as fusion material. Summoning itself. Lubellion will fuse the banished Lubellion with Fallen of Albaz. Now making Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade will send away Albion to banish Shaman of the Tenni. Moving to battle, Aliber swings over a monk, as does Mirror Jade, and Dramaturge will go direct. Branded player sets one back row, banishes Despian Tragedy to set a branded banishment, and Albion will set a branded in red. I don't see the Sword Soul Monk Worm player making a comeback this time. They draw Sword Soul Blackout, use Vishuddha's effect to summon itself. Opponent uses branded in red, adding Aliber back to hand. Aliber will fuse itself, Dramaturge, and Lubellion for Guardian Chimera. Dramaturge's effect will go off, summoning itself. Chimera's effect did not go off, however, and Vishuddha will slam its face into Dramaturge for game. Alright, Race One Boy. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you feel better soon. I have a Cosmo player. Set 2 back row, and the opponent hits him with a Lightning Storm. Then activates Preta Practice. Summoning Predaplant Triantis and adding Biblisp to hand. Then activating Super Polymerization, discarding the Biblisp, using Triantis and the Cosmo Storm Soarers. Sorry, Sword Troopers, making Chimera Flesia. Biblis and Triantis' effects are going to activate. A Preda counter goes on to Chimera Flesia. And Chlamydo Sundew is added to hand. Biblis will then activate its effect to summon itself back to the field. Sundew is summoned and will fuse itself with Biblis. Brambulodes. Ambulodes will add Preda Planning to hand. Moving to battle. Ambulodes will swing, as will Chimera Flesia. Ambulodes will get rid of itself to summon Darlington Cobra, who will add Fusion Recycle Factory to hand. Activate Fusion Recycle Factory, pitching Preda Practice to add Polymerization. Activate Polymerization, using Chimera Flesia with Darlington Cobra to make Dragos Depelia. In defense mode, set 2 back row, and the Fusion Factory will add Chlamydo Sundew back to hand. Chimera Flesia from the grave will add Instant Fusion to hand. Ghost A draws Reasoning. Activates Reasoning. Level 4 is declared, and they got a level 5 off the top. Cosmo Dark Lady, who they will equip with Cosmo Light Sword. Gaining 500 attack and defense, she easily swings over the Dragos Depelia. Passes turn to the opponent. Not yet, the opponent activates Preda Planning, sending away a Biblis and putting a counter on Cosmo Dark Lady. Dark Lady will pay 1,000 to negate the effect of Biblisp. Now it is the Preda player's turn. Biblis will summon itself to attempt to summon itself to the field, but will be stopped by Dark Lady's negation. She's actually a really good Omni Negate. Not Omni Negate, just Monster Negate. Fusion Factory will pitch a Biblisp to add Polymerization to hand. That Biblisp will add a Preda Plant to hand. I'm not going to pretend I can say its name. There it is. Predaplant, Drosophilum Hydra. Not that hard, actually. Drosophilum Hydra will summon itself by tributing Dark Lady because she has a Preda counter on her. Cosmo Dark Soul. Cosmo Light Sword will pay 800 to add itself back to hand. Preda player uses Instant Fusion to summon Embula Melodies, actually. I forgot the M. Embula Melodies will add Preda Practice from the graveyard back to hand. Preda Practice will be activated, summoning Chlamydo Sundew and adding Saracenate back to the hand from the deck. Saracenate on summon, activate its effect, using itself. Right, it will be summoned, and Chlamydo Sundew will then use its effect to fuse itself and Sundew into Chimera Flesia. Now Saracenate's effect activate to have Predaplant Fusion to hand. God, these Predaplant names are killing me. Chlamydo Sundew, Orthoscorpius, Biblis is fine, Triantis, Ambulides, Dragostapelia. I feel like I'm losing my mind. And out of fear of encountering another Predaplant deck, and the fact that I've actually really enjoyed doing the stream, there were a lot of good matches in this one, and that last one wasn't the worst. Got to see Predaplants and Cosmo a little bit. I'm going to call it the end of this video. Got the stream. Thanks for watching. Catch the replay. Thanks for that too. Goodbye.